Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back for another episode of HunterTuned. Today, I actually have been busy. I've been filling orders from the website, which is freaking awesome. I did not expect freaking 7 orders when I woke up today. But yeah, I'm getting some stickers all packaged up for the customers, and I'm also grabbing a set of fuel injectors that I sold. I have this kind of flow sheet here from the injectors that me and A21 Bravo did, and I'm kind of just matching them up to get a matched set for this guy. He's going to do a set of 4 in a Honda, so hopefully all goes well with that. And if anybody has questions on the decapped injectors, or if anybody who buys decapped injectors needs help installing them, or help or guidance with tuning or anything like that, I'm here for you. Obviously the videos are here too, so if you guys haven't seen those videos and you're questioning using the decapped injectors at all, be sure to go check those out. But yeah, I'm going to get these packaged up and sent out, and then I have another customer coming over. He actually is the one that is wanting me to check out his Jackson Racing Supercharger. So he's bringing his Integra over, and he wants me to look it over and see if there's any oil leaks or anything like that to kind of prepare for a turbocharger, because we're going to be turbocharging his Integra, but he wants to make sure the car itself and the motor itself and everything is good before we go and turbocharge the engine, which is always a good thing to check before you turbo. And I'm going to kind of go through the steps to prep or check your engine to see if it's healthy, to see if it's good enough to throw a turbocharger on. Anyways, like I was saying, guys, I got this Jackson Racing Supercharger here that we pulled off of my CRX, and I ran it, and it worked. It may need like something, I'm not sure exactly what, or it just needs to be on a smaller engine, but I think I'm actually going to put this on the website or just for sale in general. Me and the guy that owns it are actually trying to kind of team up, and he's seeing if I can sell it for him, and I was thinking maybe post it up for like $500. That's like half of what they normally go for, and this is like pretty much a complete kit with the belts and the brackets and all that kind of stuff. So, and you guys seen it work, and I installed it and everything. So I don't know if anybody is interested in the Jackson Racing Supercharger. Yeah, $500, and it's got the small pulley on it for 12 pounds. And yeah, that should all be good too. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get to the post office, and then we'll come back and check out this Integra. Okay guys, so I got this Acura Integra in here from a customer, and he kind of wanted me to go over everything and see if there's any issues with the car. I actually just replaced a lower control arm on this car not too long ago, and he just wanted me to drive it for him and kind of check it all out. So this, alright guys, so I got the Integra pulled into the garage now, and we're going to check this thing over. Customer wanted me to go through it and make sure it's going to be good for turbocharging, because you kind of want to just go through some of the steps I'm going to do and just make sure the engine is going to be healthy and good for a turbo. You know, make sure that the motor's not weak on compression and not burning oil or anything like that, or leaking oil, which this one is leaking oil, so we're going to have to clean the engine off and see where the oil leak is actually coming from and repair the oil leak wherever that may be. It is like 0 degrees out right now, and I don't have any kerosene for my heater, so my camera does not like sitting out in the cold like this. It actually died on me the last time I filmed this. Now the car also has a little bit of a high idle. It seems to be idling at like 1200 or so when it's warm. So I don't know if it has a vacuum leak or if it just needs a little bit of an idle adjustment. I'll probably end up doing that as well. And the customer wanted me to go through the suspension and see if all the front end stuff was good as well. So we'll probably end up jacking this thing up and checking out the ball joints and stuff like that. Make sure everything is good there. But first is first, we're going to do a compression test and see how healthy this engine is. Alright guys, so I actually just pulled all the spark plugs out of the motor, which is pretty easy. Just pull the spark plug wires and then 5/8 socket, unscrew them, and here's the spark plugs. They all look pretty decent. They look a little white, like they were burning a little oil. Can't really tell 100%, but yeah, they don't look too bad, and they look even, so that's a plus. There's not one that's like different from any other. That's another thing that you should look for. If you have one that's like black completely, or like really white and all the others are brown or gray or whatever, that is something to look for. But doing a compression test now. Make sure you unplug all the injectors so no gas gets sent into the motor while you do the compression test, because that can skew the results a little bit. It'll mainly make the test higher than it should be, but yeah, so we're going to do a dry test here. And looks like the first cylinder here has about 125 psi of compression, 125 to 130. So that's not too bad. Now we're going to move on to the next cylinder, which this is number 2, I believe. So yeah, we'll screw her on in there. This is just like a Harbor Freight compression tester too. This tester actually reads a lot lower than like a fancy one. That's what I've noticed at least. The fancier ones seem to read higher than the Harbor Freight one. I've done like 12.5 to 1 engines that normally read around 240, 250 compression, and it'll read like 160 on this one. So yeah, what we're looking for here is just kind of even Steven. Make sure they're not all, make sure they're not different, and make sure they're above like 120. And if they're that way, the motor should be healthy enough to handle a little bit of boost. So the second cylinder is at 120, so we're going to move on to number 3 now. Number 3 is also at 120, and that one is at around 130. So I feel like this motor is healthy. They're all pretty much in between 120, 125, 130 range. So that is good. They're pretty even Steven. Mint. But yeah, so next I think I'm just going to brake clean the motor off so we can see where these oil leaks are coming from. And I'll pick up after I clean all that nasty sludge off of there. Alright guys, I am cleaning the engine off right now, and y'all know I love oven cleaner. It works really well on cleaning engine blocks and engine bays. You just literally go to Walmart and buy the cheapest oven cleaner they have. And yeah, spray down the motor, just like this, and it foams up. And it pulls any grease or dirt right off of the motor. So that's what this is doing right now. It's just soaking in the oven cleaner, and then I'm going to hit it with brake cleaner to clean all the oven cleaner off. This technique works really well and should clean this block up very nice. Higher than a kite. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I just got done spraying it down with brake cleaner, and as you can tell, a lot of that sludge and oil is gone off of the engine. So yeah, now I should be able to tell where the oil leak is coming from once I fire the car back up again. But I'm going to leave it dry overnight, and we'll come back at this tomorrow. It is getting a little late out. I know this video was kind of short, but I figured I'd let you guys know what I'm working on today and probably a little bit tomorrow. I also picked up a set of wheels for my EK hatch. I picked up a set of Roda Circuit 8s, I believe they are. They're 16 by 7 or 16 by 8s. And I got them picked up with tires for $200. So that brings my total cost of the Civic build up to $1,200. So I will be throwing those on tomorrow. You guys can look forward to that. And then I'm also going to be doing just some, odds and ends stuff. I'm picking up my transmission tomorrow for the Mustang and whatnot. But yeah, we'll pick up tomorrow on working on this a little bit and doing some other things. I just figured I'd throw you guys a video, keep you in the loop, and keep up this daily uploading schedule. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. And yeah. As for the compression test, I know some people go in the comments and they fucking go and correct me all the time. But you can do compression test with the throttle closed or open, in my opinion, and it makes zero difference. I actually did a video where the compression test, I did it on my CRX when I first got it, and I literally did a back-to-back test with the throttle open and the throttle closed, and it made zero difference. We're going to take this thing for a drive tomorrow and some other stuff. Tomorrow's video should be a little bit more fun and not as boring. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you guys are new. Like the video, share it, and check out my website, HunterTuned.com. So we'll see you later, guys.